Hello YouTube. Today I would like to talk to you guys about peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Influence from members of one's peers or groups. Now, there can be positive peer pressure and there can be negative peer pressure, but today I was going to talk to you guys about the negative aspects of peer pressure. Now, peer pressure is unavoidable. You would have to deal with it in high school, and then as an adult, you would still have to deal with it as peer pressure. Now, how can you avoid peer pressure? Well, the negative peer pressure, all right, for example, if you have a friend that says they have friends that drink and they try to encourage you to drink, even though like you never drank before or did anything or even smoke, anything like that. You will at first you'd be tempted to do it because you never tried it before, but it's still but then then you would think you have the back of your mind like should I do this or no? It's still bad. Peer pressure and this video I'm going to try to help you guys help avoid getting into that scenario or even you have to think about now. Think about the positive and negatives. Now, the positive is you got to try it. You got to see how it feels, and I guess get high or something. Get drunk. I don't know. I've never drank. I never did either. But now there's a lot of negatives. So first of all, if you're in high school, you're too young to be even doing that anyway. That's a negative right there. Because if you get caught, you juvie or you get suspended from school. I don't know. I've never been in any predicaments like that. So that's one of the negatives. Second negative, if your mom or dad finds out, you can be punished. No Xbox, no video games, no TV, whatever the punishment is. The third is drinking and driving. If you're in high school, some people do drive, and if they're drinking and driving, it's not. Well, first it's definitely not good because you could crash into someone, you could bang into a pole, God forbid, and you have to keep with that state of mind, the positive the negatives outweigh the positives, and you don't want to be in that predicament at all, really. You really don't. So it's best to just say no or try to make it a better excuse. I gotta go right now. It's not a good time. Or actually you should say right now because then they might ask you again the following day or something like that. But just think of something, or just tell them no, that's not my thing. And that's the kind of person I was actually. My friends. My friends would try to get me to smoke and drink, and I would just say no, that's not my thing. That just never was my thing. I always came off kind of straightforward about that topic. Actually, I wouldn't recommend anyone drinking or smoking weed. But like I said, if you guys are feeling the pressure to do that or anything, just think come up with an excuse to just say no to your friends. And your friends might call you a punk or you're scared, but at least you're in a sober state of mind or in a straight state of mind to where if your friends get caught, if your friends get caught by principal or something like that with them smoking weed or or having weed on them, they're gonna most likely blame each other, and that's gonna cause tension between them two. And like I said, you don't want to deal with that. You don't want to be in that predicament. Let me tell you. A lot of kids, a lot of high schoolers, they don't think they're gonna get caught with weed or drugs or anything like that, but they do, and when they do, they don't have a backup, they don't have an escape route out of it. They know every scenario that they tell about who's gonna buy it, who's gonna do whatever, but they never thought about them getting caught. And once they get caught, then that's when they start stuttering and start lying, and the story doesn't add up. And like I said, it's best to avoid that situation. Now, so that's it for that topic. Now let's talk about girls. All right. Now girls in high school, some of them will peer pressure you into doing something like or skipping school, or even for the guys. So even for your guy friends, they want you to skip school or go to the local mall with them instead. And again, what if you get caught? You know, now again, think about the positives, think about the negatives. Now positives is you get to you get to go hang out with your friends and I guess skip school, not going to school. But I don't know any other positives about that, to be honest with you. Because but the negative definitely outweigh. Well, if you get caught, suspension. You might even have to have a hearing. You might have a pervert or older man try to talk to your female friends or talk to you guys into buying something or doing something for them. 3, what if your mom and dad finds out, you definitely know nothing for probably for a whole month or 2 months maybe. So again, it's definitely not good to fall under peer pressure. It's again, think of a situation you could think of something you could say or just say no. Like I said, I was straightforward about those kind of situations, so I wasn't, I didn't have to really deal with that. Well, thank you for your time. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys again, and have a good day.